Good morning. I'm Bill Asaley, the acting United States Attorney for the Central District of California. Today, we are announcing the arrest of 29-year-old Jonathan Rinderknecht for igniting a fire that ultimately burned down the Palisades earlier this year, killing 12 people, destroying more than 6,800 structures, both homes and businesses, and damaging over 1,000 more buildings. The complaint unsealed today charges the defendant with destruction of property by means of fire, a felony that carries a mandatory minimum 5-year federal prison sentence and is punishable by up to 20 years in federal prison. The defendant was arrested yesterday on a federal criminal complaint near his Florida residence, and he's expected to make his initial appearance today in the federal court in Orlando, Florida. I stress that the complaint contains allegations and every defendant is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. The allegations in the affidavit are supported by digital evidence, including the defendant's ChatGPT prompt of a dystopian painting showing in part a burning forest and a crowd fleeing from it. And we're going to put that up on the screen here once we get that going. The allegations are, there it is. That's from his ChatGPT. That's an image he produced a few months before the fire started. It shows the city being burned there. The allegations are further supported by the defendant's cell phone, his false statements to law enforcement, and his behavior during the Lockman fire, which the defendant is charged with maliciously starting shortly after midnight on New Year's Day of this year, and which eventually became the Palisades Fire. Late last New Year's Eve, Rinderknecht returned to Pacific Palisades after working the evening shift as an Uber driver. 2 of his passengers told law enforcement that he appeared agitated and angry that night. After dropping off a passenger in Pacific Palisades, Rinderknecht parked his car and tried and failed to contact a former friend. He exited the car, walked up a nearby trail, took iPhone videos at a nearby hilltop, and listened to a rap song whose music video including objects being lit on fire. The defendant had listened to this song and watched its music video repeatedly in the days leading up to the Lockman fire. 12 minutes into the new year, environmental sensing platforms indicated that a fire had started. It took the defendant several tries to contact 911 to report the fire. He fled the scene in his car, but turned around after passing fire engines driving in the opposite direction to fight the fire. While the Lockman fire burned, the defendant walked up the same trail from earlier that night to watch the fire and firefighters, using his iPhone to take short videos of the scene. Although firefighters suppressed the blaze, the fire continued to smolder and burn underground within the root structure of the dense vegetation. So that fire started on January 1st, and it smoldered underground for about a week until on January 7th, heavy winds caused this underground fire to surface and spread above ground, causing what became known as the Palisades Fire, one of the most destructive wildfires in Los Angeles City history. Law enforcement got to work and by January 24th had identified and interviewed the defendant. During his interview, he lied about where he was when he first saw the Lockman fire, claiming he was near the bottom of a hiking trail. Geolocation data for the 911 calls showed that he was standing above the fire in a clearing merely 30 feet from the blaze as it rapidly grew. As the world watched in horror as the Palisades fire burned, victims perished in the smoke and flames. Homes where cherished family memories and belongings were turned to rubble and ash. The iconic Pacific Coast Highway along Malibu looked like a war zone. Thousands of people were forced to evacuate. Though homes and businesses cannot be rebuilt, this arrest, we hope, will provide a measure of justice to all those who were impacted. We're going to do questions at the end, and we're going to get into more detail. But I want to thank the outstanding partnership we had in getting this case to where it's at. Thanks to the work of the ATF and investigative support from both the LAPD and the Los Angeles Fire Department and the U.S. Forest Service for their hard work in this investigation. I'm going to turn it over now to Kenny Cooper, who's the special agent in charge of the ATF Los Angeles Field Office.
That's crazy. This one guy caused all this damage, 12 people. How much
Good morning. My name is Kenny Cooper. I'm the special agent in charge of ATF's Los Angeles Field Division. Today marks a significant moment in a long road to justice for our community. After more than 8 months of tireless, meticulous work, I stand here with our partners, proud to announce an arrest in connection to the devastating Palisades fires that claimed lives, destroyed homes, and shook this community to its core. Jonathan Rindernesch, age 29, residing in Melbourne, Florida, was taken into federal custody by ATF special agents, a Los Angeles City Fire Department investigator, and a Los Angeles police detective. This partnership and arrest is significant in the three agencies working hand in glove to get this investigation to where it is. Rinderneck, as the U.S. Attorney mentioned, is charged under Title 18-844F, malicious destruction by means of a fire of real property owned by an organization receiving federal financial assistance. I know this community has endured a long wait for answers. Families have carried an unmanageable grief, and an entire community has been left to heal while living with questions. Although we cannot share every detail of this investigation, it is still an active investigation, and judicial proceedings remain ahead. I can tell you this: from day one, ATF and our partners have been relentless. We made a promise to find answers, and we have kept that promise. To give you a sense of the work, I want to highlight the extraordinary level of cooperation between ATF and our partners: the Los Angeles City Fire Department, the Los Angeles Police Department, the Orange County Fire Authority, and the United States Forest Service. LA City Fire asked for our assistance, and within 24 hours, ATF's National Response Team arrived on scene. The ATF's NRT is an elite team comprised of certified fire investigators, electrical and fire protection engineers, chemists, accelerant detection canine teams, and other experts. We arrived within 24 hours and got to work with our partners. We processed hundreds of acres of damaged fire, examining every inch for the smallest clue. Over the course of the last 8 months, investigators conducted hundreds of interviews, including witnesses overseas, and pursued more than 200 leads. We collected more than 13,000 items of evidence, including fire debris, digital data, DNA samples, all analyzed by ATF's state-of-the-art forensic lab. Our team carried out 500 scientific tests, supported by ATF's Fire Research Lab, the nation's only large-scale fire science lab dedicated to fire investigations. More than 10 of our top engineers and support staff contributed to this laboratory analysis.
If you guys could help me out with the like button, please. Appreciate it.
This investigation has been documented over 300 ATF reports, including a 200-page report detailing the origin and cause of this investigation. ATF technical surveillance specialists were integral in reviewing approximately 1.5 million phone records and data extracted from digital evidence. And I highlight this because I know there's questions on the length that it took us to come to this conclusion. But we were reviewing a lot of evidence from one of the most catastrophic fires in the U.S. history. Through this extraordinary team effort, investigators determined that the Palisades Fire, reported on January 7th, was caused by an intentionally set fire near a viewpoint along the Temescal Ridge Trail in Topanga State Park on January 1st. The fire was a holdover fire, meaning it was deeply seated in dense vegetation and roots and continued to burn undetected until catastrophic weather ensued, resulting in the Palisades Fire. Rinderknecht is now charged with setting the January 1 fire. We know this arrest cannot erase the pain or grief or losses endured, but we hope it is a step forward. It is proof that justice will not be forgotten, that our accountability will be pursued by ATF and our partners, no matter how complex the investigation and no matter how long it takes. To the families who lost so much, we hear you, we honor you, and we will continue to fight for you. The ATF established an email address for the victims and witnesses to contact ATF Victim Witnesses Assistance Program through the Palisades at atf.gov. Once again, I'll say that, the Palisades at atf.gov. Based on the information received, a regional victim witness specialist may contact you. That's my initial statement. I'm going to hand it over to the Chief of LA Police Department, Chief McDonald, and I will be open to questions afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenny. Good morning, and thank you all for being here. I want to begin by thanking the U.S. Attorney's Office, our partners at the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, and the dedicated men and women of our Robbery Homicide Division and Major Crimes Division. I also want to recognize and thank the Los Angeles City Fire Department and all of the investigators who came together to support this case. You look at the team standing here, and I couldn't be more proud of the work that was done throughout this investigation. It was extremely intensive and thorough, and the best of the best were working on it, and I'm very thankful for the partnership we enjoy with all of them all the time. The investigation into the Palisades Fire of January 2025 was lengthy, complex, and as I mentioned, extremely thorough. Our detectives responded immediately to the initial incident and worked side by side with our partners at the Los Angeles Fire Department, and once the ATF's National Response Team took on the case, they led the investigation, and our detectives remained fully engaged as partners every step of the way with them. I'm proud of the professionalism and dedication shown by our detectives and the team who work collaboratively with our federal, state, and local partners. That teamwork ultimately led to the arrest of the suspect responsible for this devastating crime. The Palisades Fire was a tragedy that caused enormous harm to the city of Los Angeles, but in the midst of that devastation, we saw something else. Communities coming together with law enforcement, supporting one another, and working through a very, very difficult time. This case is a reminder of the value of strong partnerships across every level of government. When we stand together, local, state, and federal, we are stronger, more effective, and better able to deliver justice for our communities. I'm deeply grateful to everyone who contributed to this investigation, and I look forward to continuing this strong spirit of collaboration as we work to keep Los Angeles safe. Thank you. I'll now turn it back over
Crazy
to
news, guys.
U.S.
Crazy
Attorney
news.
Bill Saley. Thank you, Chief. Thank you.
We will be unsealing the complaint if it hasn't been already. It has much more details than what we've gone over today in there, and that'll be available to you. At this time, we will take a few questions.
Okay, we'll
start there.
How did Rinderknecht start the fire? And in the investigation, as investigators spoke to him, what did he specifically
here he is.
was the reason behind it?
I'm not going to get into his specific statements. I can tell you ATF has determined that the fire was ignited with an open flame. Yeah.
Did this gentleman ever live in the Palisades, have any direct connection to the Palisades? Was he familiar with these trails, this area?
Yeah, he was familiar with this particular neighborhood, and he had a friend who was who lived in this neighborhood. So he knew this neighborhood.
He never specifically had lived there?
He was a resident of Southern California. Do we know what city he lived in? Or... Okay. Yeah, he actually did live in Palisades, and he was familiar with the neighborhood in which this started.
And are you using the word arson?
Yes, it's arson.
We
yes.
know that fireworks.
Yeah, let me go here.
Do you know that what was the protocol taken around the initial fire on New Year's Day? Was there precaution taken to try and make sure that fire was put out properly? I mean, that's quite a stretch between when that ended and then the next fire.
Yeah, we're not going to get into the full fire response. I'll just tell you the fire department did respond, and they don't say they put out fires, they suppress the fire. So they use the best of their abilities at that time to suppress it. Like we said, there was dense vegetation. The fire went underground, and I'm not a fire expert, but there's only so much apparently you can do about that. So it did smolder there until a week later, in which the winds picked up and reignited. So that's our understanding of it started.
Did he have any
Let me go for it here.
So did he move to Florida after this? Or
He relocated, yes.
He dipped out.
Can you say a little bit more about what he was doing there? If he had been living in Palisades, was he camping? Was he hiking? Was he...
He just finished an Uber drive. So he just dropped someone off in that vicinity on an Uber drive. He was an Uber driver. He dropped someone off. He was in this neighborhood, and he was, this is New Year's Eve, so it was around midnight, and he went up to this hilltop. And at some point up there, around 12 a.m., he ignited a fire.
Residents that we spoke with reported and had video of fireworks during that same period of time. Initially, I believe it was a group of kids that were there. Are you saying that the suspect here potentially set off those fireworks? You're saying open flame? We
have no evidence that any fireworks were set off in this area at the time the fire ignited.
Does he have prior criminal history, and has he been cooperative in this process?
Does he have his criminal history?
Does he show remorse at all?
Does he have criminal history? Yeah, he does not have criminal history. We're not going to get into his specific statements. We are going to tell you, though, that he did speak to us and he made false statements. So that we will confirm.
What about motive? You do have some things recovered from his phone that you shared. Any indication of what may motivate?
We're not going to get into motive right now because we're going to have to prove this case in court in front of a jury, and we don't want to get into that right now. We are laying out the information we have in the complaint. The evidence is based on, you could see some of the key evidence, including the fact that he was the only person in this location at the time this fire ignited. We have no other indication that any other person was there. There were no fireworks at the time. We have several cameras in the vicinity that are there designed to detect fires, and this fire was detected almost right away by those sensors. So there's no indication of fireworks or other things that would have started this. He was the only person there. You heard about this music video and song he would listen to, which had imagery of fires, and then do we have the image up? Are we having trouble with that? And you could see some of his thought process in the months leading up, where he was generating some really concerning images up on ChatGPT, which appears to show a dystopian city being burnt down. So more evidence will come out at trial, but we're not going to preview the entire case at this time.
He got off on it, maybe.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there an understanding that he relocated to Florida because he was aware that people might be looking for him or trying?
We don't have any information of that.
It's very clear that this was a thorough investigation. The question is, obviously, so many things burned here, right? So how difficult was it to gather evidence? I mean, you're saying 13,000 items were gathered, following 200 leads. I mean, can you...
Yeah, I'll let ATF answer that. There was a tremendous amount of work. I mean, we literally have like terabytes of evidence. So I'm going to let ATF answer the work that was done in this case, including the lab work.
Yeah, some further perspective
on
the investigative process. So I know there's been speculation of other ignition sources, and I just want to assure everyone, ATF did not identify this suspect and focus specifically on this suspect. We still utilize our scientific process, and part of the lengthy time that it took to go over these thousands of acres that were burned is we literally had agents with our partners on their hands and knees crawling through fire debris. They're observing fire behavior patterns. They're flagging patterns. An example of that, fire will cause natural debris to twist and freeze in a position pointing to the origin. So looking at all those fire patterns, flagging those, ATF was able to zone to specifically get into the origin of where that fire started from. Once they dialed into the origin, using all the investigative techniques that they have, then they start really dialing into that very specific spot that fire was created. An example of a fire research lab, they collected buckets and buckets of debris, flammable materials, natural and otherwise, found within that area, sent it off to a fire research lab. They analyzed data from the weather, including humidity, the exact temperature, the exact composition of those natural fuels found at that particular time, January 1st, at that particular time, recreated those environmental factors in our labs using their scientific process, then tested different ignition sources. And that's where 500 tests were conducted at that lab. That review process is then looked at by a panel of our experts in a peer review process to see if the science matches up with the theory and the actual evidence that was collected. I know it was also broadcast. We broadcasted it as a public safety announcement back in spring. We went up and recreated a fire very safely with our partners with LA Fire, using butane and scientific process to create the fire behavior to see. And I'll tell you, to the extent of the scientific expertise that we went through, we recreated it in the exact lunar time that the fire started, meaning the exact size the moon was, and as close to the starlit environment that fire started. So we could recreate scientifically a fire and see how fixed surveillance points saw that fire as it developed from other evidence that we collected, both from witnesses' phones, fixed surveillance points, and other data. We were able to see how that fire behaved, how it grew, the size of that behavior and that fire, and the size that it would be for witnesses to see it reported. We went through exhaustive efforts to look at potential ignition sources, whether they were fireworks, whether they were down power lines, or any other source of ignition. They went down those investigative paths with exhaustive length to either rule them in or rule them out. With clarity, we know this is an incendiary fire and that the subject that we arrested started it.
Would you say that this subject was obsessed with fire and what do those indications?
Once again, that speaks to motive.
Pyromaniac.
That's not an element that we need to meet. That will be addressed in the trial. And we do have evidence of that for trial.
What was the rap song?
I'm not going to go into those specifics. I'll just highlight, we're not making a probable cause arrest. This team up here feels that we have met beyond a reasonable doubt. We are confident that the burden of proof by the government on this presumed innocent person will be met in trial.
Based on the AI images that you did show, was it his intent to cause as much disruption to the town? You show the AI images for a reason, so it definitely leads to that impression. And I would just like that on record.
I wish we could get into somebody's head, but we can't. People do evil things for whatever reason. And I'm not going to speculate or go into anything of that. Like, we have evidence of that will be addressed in trial, but evil people do evil things.
This is the first time we're really hearing that this is a holdover fire confirmed. Can you just talk about the key evidence in determining that it was the Lockman fire that reignited to become the Palisades fire, and that spring testing of the flame was to determine the source of Lockman fire?
I'll let him answer that in a second. It is a French rap song. I don't speak French, so I'm not going to quote it. But it's a French song. It is in the complaint, and you'll be able to look it up there. We will prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he intentionally started this fire. And maliciously. That is what the statute that we charged him requires, and that is what we prove. I'll let you answer her question about the holdover fire. Let him answer.
Before and stake this place out.
Your question to a holdover fire. Same principle, same process that ATF went through. Is obviously the burn scar and the fire from the initial January 1st Lockman fire was re-examined by our investigators, and with complete certainty they were able to see from the same fire behaviors, from them crawling on their hands and knees, digging up roots, digging up all the evidence, supplying that fuel to the fire research lab. They were able, and also in collaboration of other data and other evidence. We have fixed surveillance points. We have witnesses that were up with their phones. We have a lot of different data that all concluded where this fire started, and the fire behavior from that origin, from that Lockman fire, was clearly established in the Palisades fire.
Were the passengers dropped off at home or at a business? I'm just trying to get a sense of where he was on his path. But then I'm not sure that was
He dropped passengers off within the residential area of that area.
Three more questions.
Why not pursue murder charges given the fact that folks died from the fire?
So right now, we've charged him on a criminal complaint. We have not determined all the charges he's going to face. We'll be presenting that evidence to a grand jury, and we will make decisions about additional charges at that time. So this is right now just a criminal complaint. We wanted to arrest him. We wanted to get him into custody, and this will go to a grand jury shortly.
Did the suspect return back on January 7th? Was he in the area considering he was in the Palisades during that period?
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that. He did go back the same night. So the night he started the fire, he left. As soon as he saw the fire trucks were headed to the location, he turned around and went back up there. And he took some video and watched them fight the fire.
The charges that you're talking
Last question.
That's just for January 1st, right? He has not been charged with anything for January 7th?
No, he is charged with starting a fire on January 1st, which is the fire that burned down the Palisades. It did take a week to reignite, but he is charged with starting the Palisades fire. He started it on January 1st.
But that's why you got that question about the people who lost their lives in January 7th fire. To expect additional charges for that?
To include homicide?
This complaint covers that fire and the damages and deaths that were caused by that fire. As far as what additional charges he will face, we will make those determinations in the coming days. Thank you all very much.
All right, thank you. Press release.
Okay, so that's the major update with the Palisades fire. I just want to start out with that, but there's a few things that I wanted to cover as well. Boston last night was crazy. Trump has called for the arrests of the mayors. Let me show you that picture right now. And again, if you guys on YouTube could help me out with the like button, I'd appreciate that. Chicago mayor should be in jail for failing to protect ICE officers. Governor Pritzker also. So that's sent off a wave of people being upset and angry, and responses too from them.
Trump, if he was serious about safety, he would not have defunded a program of $800 million that was geared towards violence prevention. He cut the ATF budget by 30%. He has defunded our education system. He has defunded our transportation system. He is firing black women across this country. He's defunding our healthcare system. This president is absolutely out of control, and it's incumbent upon all of us, if there was ever a time for working people to unite.
Defunding the healthcare for illegal people, I guess? Or how does that work out? So I'm just going to go through some of this stuff. So we covered this morning. That's a big deal. The suspect was arrested. I wanted to show a couple of stuff, but let me show the picture again for anybody that missed it. Palisades. The guy's name is Jonathan Rindernick, something like that. Palisades Fire. Suspect arrested, caught. Let's see. There he is. There he is. He took off to Florida, ran and hid. He probably thought he got away with it. That happened. That's pretty crazy. We're going to get to that later. The mayor, Governor Pritzker, has responded, "I will not back down. Trump is now calling for the arrest of elected representatives, checking his power. What else is left on the path to full-blown authoritarianism? I can never say that word. This is fucking embarrassing. Authoritarianism. There you go. Some shit like that. I don't know. My tongue doesn't want to roll and shit. This is not the first time. This is Chicago mayor. This is not the first time Trump has tried to have a black man unjustly arrested. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, God. Everybody's pissed. Everybody's pissed. Now, they say Tommy in Portland, they're saying that he was attacked last night or he was surrounded or something. And there's these, supposedly there's one of the suspects caught on camera. I think he grabbed somebody's tripod and chucked it. Yeah, he got somebody's tripod. Just chucked it. chucked it, took off. Portland business owner speaks out on the crime in the city. Yesterday morning, I was broken into again for the 10th time.
Has crime impacted your businesses?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, yesterday morning, I was broken again for the 10th time. I will say that the police responded very quickly, which was better ticket times as far as getting them to the site quicker. So that was very helpful.
Wow. How do you feel about National Guard in Portland? What do you think about that? What are your thoughts?
We need help here and something needs to be done. So if this is what we need to do to get our leaders paying attention to what's happening in Portland, then I think it's a good thing. We've been struggling for a long time, since 2020, and it's really difficult to do business in downtown Portland, and we need all the help we can get. And if this creates a little bit of peace in our city and shows that there really is some issues happening, then I think that it's for the best.
Has crime impacted your businesses?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, yesterday morning, I was broken again for the 10th time. I will say that the police responded very quickly, which was better ticket times as far as getting them to the site quicker. So that was...
Damn. This was supposedly Portland police escorts Jesus from restricted zone, then snatches up Hispanic Antifa dude. What's going on out there? I said last night what I saw. I peeped in a couple of times. I was gonna stream last night, but it's just Portland, a 3-hour difference, man. For me to be up all night to stream, there's people just dancing out there. Jesus!
Poor dog.
Sorry. Did you see they have the caution tape? Governor, or not, sorry, not Governor. Kristi Noem's out there.
Don't resist. If you resist,
oh, they got him. They got somebody.
Holy shit, that arrest just went down right next to me. Right next to me.
Taking lawful action, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
They snatched him up. He ran into me. My bad. Portland PB just snatched him up.
Hey, see ya, homie.
Big homie, see ya.
Fuck yeah, we love it. Deport that illegal.
See you later, big homie. Back to Mexico.
Wow. Supposedly there was some threats made out there too. Here's Tommy. Tommy's been out there. I'm going to give you a little update to you. Supposedly he said that they found his job. He got doxxed. And so I think he said he quit his job. Tommy stated that several Antifa members threatened him, telling him to leave the city or they would kill him. Moving further along in the video, well, let me just play this.
Absolutely fucking retarded. My fucking helmet is gone.
They hate Tommy out there. He's been going off on them. He's been snapping on their ass, and so they really dislike him.
Are these with you? No, bro. You're gonna stop walking up on them, okay? You're gonna stop walking up on them, okay? Get the fuck away from me! You're gonna stop walking up on them. They threatened my life. They told me to get the fuck out of Portland. They were gonna kill me. Yeah, leave. I'm not going nowhere, cowards. You're not tough without a group. You're not tough without a group.
Oh, Black Rebel, what's up? Yeah, I love your page. Yeah, make sure you guys follow Black Rebel. Well, this one's not Black Rebel. The other post was Black Rebel. I'm following him too. Real Black Rebel on X. He has good clips and stuff of what's going on out there.
You're not tough without a whole group behind you. You're not tough with no cousin. You guys had a whole group, but I have myself. So fuck you, Antifa. Hey guys. Hey guys. I don't even know who you are. I don't even know who you are. Piece of shit to me. What I just heard, he just hit a woman. We're trying to stop the violence.
So they've been saying that he hit a woman, but he's denied that. He said he hasn't hit a woman, but a lot of those people out there, Antifa people, seem to believe that he did, or that's what they're saying. So they're all like approaching him saying that.
Oh, I think I know who you are. Yeah, are you that dude that got hit in the head with a rock? Yeah. Oh, I know exactly. You got your shit split. You got your shit split, boy.
You know how hard it is.
Yeah, you was crying like a bitch on camera.
I got a video of it.
Oh, little baby, got a split.
I was not crying. We got a video of it.
Hey, he split your wig.
They split it all right.
Put his link in the description.
That rock feel good? What was that, 2021? What was that?
Want to see how hard these hands are?
I'll be that motherfucker who dukes it up.
Who wants to go? 3 rounds, let's go. Who wants to go?
Hey, Black Rebel, I don't know much. I just that was my first time hearing about Black Rebel, but I thought in one of the videos I saw, he said he was like stabbed or something years ago. I don't know if it's in the same area or not. Something happened. I guess there's a lot of history out there. So yeah, this is where Tommy says that good morning, Amazing Patriots. Well, they found out where I was working and doxed me last night, so that's great. I just had to quit my job of almost 5 years because I can't let these people destroy the store. I have too much respect for the owners to bring this to his doorstep. So I guess he said he quit his job. So now he's saying he's going to be out there every day. I'd be a little careful, though, because you never know. All it takes is one person, that's frustrated and try to sneak up and stab you or something. They also broke into his car. I saw like a video or something where his car was broken into. I think they got him a new car. Oh, this is supposedly, I think, one of the guys that I think attacked him last night. I wish I knew where the clip was. I wonder if they have that recorded where he was attacked or surrounded. I'll check his page and see if he posted it. This was yesterday too. I guess some of the kids got to see. They got into the SWAT vehicle, I think.
Pretty cool, Moses.
Oh, is this here, maybe?
Yeah. I feel like I'm tall enough to drive it. Probably you could just take it out for a spin if you want. Look at these doors. It's like, Eden, hop up in there. Wow. What do you think? What's going on in there?
Mom, come back here in the back.
Oh, yeah.
There's a tank roof. There's a latch on the top that can open.
Oh my gosh.
Just ram
Someone else said they grabbed them. Yeah, so this is usually...
Kids are out there. This is supposedly to Tommy. This guy assaulted you as well. It blocked real Black Rebel from chasing the suspect and body checked you right after this. Oh, this guy. I look like a vampire or something. What's up with this guy? A zombie? No, I don't know. Wow. What are they all? Who are they? They're running after Tommy?
What the world?
Oh, that's Tommy right there. Oh. That's Tommy in the white and red. White shirt, red hat.
I'm not really sure what happened. Do you?
Damn, it's like the whole neighborhood. Or like they all running after him. Antifa went crazy after Tommy and another patriot exposed a convicted Chomo. And then Chomo admitted it on camera. I saw yesterday. I did tune in to one of the early streams. I think I was watching Tommy's stream and it was kind of funny. Well, some woman had her kid out there and he was like, why would you bring your kid out here and all this stuff? But I heard them mentioning something about some guys at Chomo. By the way, I don't even know how I missed this last night. Did you hear that Boston had some crazy? So it was a pro-Palestinian protest because, yesterday was October 7th, the anniversary of the attack on Israel. And so there was a lot of protests. New York was really big protest, but I guess in Boston there was some protests too. 13 people arrested. And they said that police officers were assaulted. 4 officers were injured, some suffering broken bones. Wow. It's crazy out there in Boston last night. Look at all that chaos there. I got some more videos.
Governor.
Let me show this video right here. Boston was...
firing, you bitch ass motherfucker!
Wow.
He's in a ball! He's in a fucking ball!
Trump's gonna have ice at the Super Bowl. Let me see if I have Black Rebel. Let me see if I have my. I don't really have like a guest thing set up right now. I used to use StreamYard. Let me see if I can log into it. Oh shoot. Let's see if I can log into this. I can just create like a guest thing. Boom, 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 boom. Black Rebel. Let me play this clip. I'm gonna see if I can set this up.
Or call you a little girl playing dress up. What do you say to that?
He keeps throwing out insults. I wish he would just defend the people that he's responsible for. And that is what is shocking to me about these leftist politicians, just how they ignore the people who elected them, jeopardize their safety, and continue to disrespect our law enforcement officers. So one of the things I've been dealing with all day here in Portland is a bunch of pansies that are elected into political office who won't make a decision to keep their citizens safe. I'm proud of our federal law enforcement officers. They're absolute rock stars in the face of this kind of opposition, and we're going to continue to get them the resources they need to get the bad guys off the streets, Jesse.
All right, Secretary, you just heard the governor call you a little girl playing dress up. What do you say to that?
He keeps throwing out insults. I wish he would just defend the people that he's responsible for. And that is what is shocking to me about these leftist politicians, just how they ignore the people who elected them, jeopardize their safety, and continue to disrespect our law enforcement officers. So one of the things I've been dealing with all day here in Portland is a bunch of pansies that are elected into political office who won't make a decision to keep their citizens safe. I'm proud of our federal law enforcement officers. They're absolute rock stars in the face of this kind of opposition, and we're going to continue to get them the resources they need to get the bad guys off the streets, Jesse.
I don't have a Prism Live Studio. No, I'm using Streamlabs, which is probably like, you know, so I don't have a particular guesting set up. I used to have this, I used to have StreamYard kind of on the side, and if somebody wanted to hop on, I'd share the screen on Streamlabs, and you guys could see. This is so weird, and you guys could see. There we go. But I have it set up now. I think I'll be able to do it if I get him on. I don't know if he's gonna be able to see me or not. I'm gonna send him the link. We'll see if we can work it out. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Damn, I haven't used this shit in so long. Oh, there we go. It's like, how do you invite somebody? All right, let me see if I'll send it to him in the DMs, and we'll try. We will try, because I'm thinking, yeah, if I go full screen. I don't know that I can. I don't know. We'll see. Prism is free. I used to have a whole setup for it. I don't know if I'm ready for it right now. This was Boston. Wait 1 second. Well, I might have to get him on for next time because I don't have my setup right now. And I do believe there will be a next time. This was, I'll keep trying though. This was, I exposed an unhinged leftist protester carrying a trans-Palestinian flag. He tells me we need to kill all Jews and put them in a fast food chain ovens. Wow.
Sure. Oh, awesome. So is this the trans flag?
This is the Palestinian flag mixed with the trans flag.
Okay. What do you say to those who say that trans people would be killed in Palestine?
I mean, I don't know about that, but I know that I'm standing here today. At least 50% of the Gazan government needs to be trans women. Like Muhammad herself was in fact a trans lesbian.
Muhammad was a woman?
Yeah, Islam is a trans it's a trans religion. Muhammad herself was a proud trans lesbian.
In Iran, the morality police and also in Gaza, they kill trans people. Like, do you think that that's not true? Or?
I mean, I think they're secretly Jews if they do that. Because no Muslim would actually do that. Like, Islam is a gay religion. It is
they asked.
What? All right, so I have the oh crap! I closed that. I have the camera thing ready to go. If he wants to come, I sent him a DM. We could just ask him a couple of questions. Just kind of curious, like, you know, what's his history out there? What's going on? Is it actually violent out there?
They asked Muslims in Gaza what you would do with trans people. They say we don't have that here. We kill those people.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know, but that's why we need to protest harder, that we need at least 50% of the Palestinian government to be trans women.
How do we make how do we make that happen?
I mean, we have to protest, we have to put pressure on the Jews who control the world to make this happen. Like, they own everything. We have to make this.
Are you Jewish?
No, I'm Italian and Muslim.
Yeah. So Jews own everything. Yeah. How do you think that happened? How did Jews start owning everything?
I don't know. They use their dark magic, I guess. Like.
I'm Jewish and I would like to have some magic, but I don't feel like I have any magic. How do you think I can access this dark magic?
I don't know if you're maybe using your magic on me right now.
No, if I am, it's the first time ever hearing about magic.
Because we used to have like the thing where you would tie a stone to the leg of a witch and dunk her in the water, and if she floated, she was a witch.
Should we do that with Jews?
Yes.
Okay. Should we do that with Jews across the whole world?
Everywhere. And there's the other one where you like put the Bible on one scale and the Jew on the other, and if they're lighter than the Bible, they're a witch.
Okay. Should we just kill all the Jews, though?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to throw.
You shouldn't talk to the Zionists.
Yeah, they are?
Yeah, they
Am
are.
I?
Don't talk to them.
I'm a Zionist?
They be posting on it.
So Black Rebel right now, he's traveling and he's in the mountains. So maybe we'll do. Did I say mountains? Yeah, he's some mountain passes. Yeah. So we'll try tomorrow. I hit him up. I'll have I have it set up now, but I can actually do a better quality for next time because it looks like this kind of. So maybe tomorrow, because I'm going to be kind of trying to do little recaps every day or covering live stuff when I can.
Instagram weird shit. Don't talk to them.
Well, we're on YouTube too.
Can I look up what you do on YouTube? Like,
Well, we're just having a conversation.
I mean,
now,
not now.
but-
I'll do it later.
Yeah. So okay, so we should kill all Jews. How should we kill all the Jews?
We should throw the Jew down the well, so that my country at least can be free.
And which is your country?
Well, America.
America is your country.
But also Palestine. I mean, I stand with Palestine.
Okay.
I'm not from there. I've never been there.
And are you trans?
Yes.
Okay. So do you believe that you could stand in Palestine safely as a trans person?
If we succeed, I would be one of the first trans members of the new Palestinian Parliament.
This person's delusional. I played a video yesterday where there was this guy. I forgot. I think it was in Canada. And the guy was like, we're taking over. And the person questioning him was like, oh, so like, how would you treat gays over there? And he's like, oh, we kill them. He'd literally say like, we would kill them. These people, this person would not be accepted over there. This guy literally thinks he'd be the first trans in the Palestinian parliament.
Okay. Would you like to have like a GoFundMe organized to become the first trans member of parliament in Gaza?
GoFundMe, Patreon, Indiegogo, I guess.
And where can people find you? What's
this person for real?
What's your name?
They can find me. Oh, what is my new Instagram? I made a new one because...
No, your name. Just your name.
Oh, I know you. I know you. How you doing, sir?
I'm good.
Be careful. This guy's pro-Israel. He acts like he's pro-Palestine. He isn't. I'll answer any question.
Okay.
Are you ready? I'm willing to talk to you.
After I'm done with him.
I was waiting for you, man. I was tracking you down. Thank God you're here.
Tracking you?
Sure. Yeah, please show your YouTube channel to the camera.
Yes. Give me 1 second.
Mike.
Dunking all the Jews in the world in a well.
Okay, so that's the Nate Friedman show. Kind of an interesting clip. This was in New York yesterday, because yesterday there was really big protests.
We did not act enough. No. We did not act enough. We did not act enough. Repeat after me. We did not act enough. We did not act enough. If we acted enough. If we acted enough. The headline behind me would read. The headline behind me would read. Gaza has been liberated. So our work is not done. We must show up. We must show up. Stronger than we did the first October 7th. Louder than we did the first October 7th. Make it clear that we are not going anywhere. We will keep fighting until Palestine is free. From the river to the sea. Within our lifetime. Make some noise.
Wow. Brent Alexander, I got your email. Thank you so much. Dane Chester Larson versus Jonathan. Oh, you found something from January. I found this recent court case from January. Dane Chester Larson versus Jonathan Rinderknecht, the guy that was arrested. The Palisades Fire suspect was a defendant as well as other parties, including Dashdor. Not sure what the details are, but it's a personal injury case. Okay, interesting. I'll have to check that out. I put a link to. Oh, Nick Sorter posted this too. That person who spit in a Border Patrol agent's face outside of ICE Portland has been charged with felony assault. The person's name is Jay Boyce, 38 years old, facing up to 8 years. Woo!
You guys don't belong here.
8 years.
Back to the fucking South where you belong. Fuck you. You are protecting pedophiles. You are protecting Get out of our city! Get out of our state! Get out of your bitch! Get out of our state!
Oh, that's when he spit in the guy's face. Yeah, it's considered assault. They're gonna grab your ass. You're gonna get. They will grab your ass if you do that. Wow, now facing up to 8 years. Wow. I wonder if some of these people don't realize that is considered assault. Incredibly disgusting. A father decided to take his son to a protest in Portland after the boy expressed curiosity about observing each side's perspective and behavior. An Antifa member speaking to the son about his father said he's going to manipulate you for the rest of your life. They want your children.
Got the boy with me today, so I'm not all up in everything.
I appreciate it.
You want your face in it?
I don't care. I'm not on social media.
Is that today?
Sheet metal? You're our next generation.
Yeah.
That's your dad?
Yeah.
Good job, Dad. That's a big deal.
Yeah, no problem.
You know, it's really sad you guys got to bring children down here and like try and manipulate them into believing your side.
Talking to me?
Those poor children.
Oh, poor children.
Poor children.
Poor children.
Hey man, whenever you're ready to come join the community of people, whenever you're ready to come join the community of people who really love, who really have a good heart.
He's just down here to check it all out.
Hey man, I'm really proud of you for coming down here. Seriously, for exercising your right. You know, It's a beautiful thing to do. You coming out
Yeah,
here,
it's today.
even if you're on that side, it's a really beautiful thing to do.
What makes you think we're on the side?
To recognize, I don't know. I've seen you here the past couple days.
Yeah.
You're always on the side of maggots, so I worry. Wow. I have my, I can see things. It's just what I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Brother, whenever you're ready.
Whenever you're ready to join us, come join us. Join the community. We're loving. We're caring. Brother, come join us. Oh, I've seen you the last couple of days.
He's going to manipulate you for the rest of your life. And he's going to lead you down the wrong road. Whatever they say about anti-fascists, it's just because we're for the people, dude. Through and through. I really feel for that young man, and I will hold him in my heart.
Good to know.
I don't know about bringing kids to this thing, though, but Tommy, this is the guy that attacked you. Oh, yeah, that's the guy right here. So Yo, man.
What side are you guys on? You guys like real Americans or fake Americans? Real. I love it. That's what we want. We need more real Americans.
Yo, man.
We need a lot more real Americans.
I don't know why he's trying to touch me. Fight! Oh.
Hey!
What the fuck? He took off running.
Here he is! He's
running. Oh, that's what happened. That gives a little more context, and that guy got in the way. It's like, no, you will not trespass. No. That's weird, man. Yeah, they don't like the Tommy guy out there. Oh, this was interesting, too. This was a clip from last night. Kash Patel says that 5% of Chicago's 2.5 million residents, approximately 110,000, are active gang members.
The juggernaut that is demolishing the weaponization of law enforcement and bringing it to places like Chicago. When I was there today with Todd, we learned that the Chicago city streets have 110,000 gang members. That's right. You heard me right. They had 1,200 shootings this year alone. 360 homicides. When politicians choose to side with those metrics and not their citizenry, thank God we have President Trump and this Department of Justice and this FBI going in there and crushing violent crime. And President Trump sent us into these cities quietly to set the stage, to set up for the National Guard, to see the success that we saw in Washington, D.C., in Memphis. The FBI has been leading the charge in every single one of these streets because we know how to gather ground-level intelligence, and we know how to put handcuffs on the bad guys, and we know that we have the backing of this administration, and most importantly, the agents at the FBI know that they have the backing of the American people and their governments.
Wow. Kash Patel. I talked about that. 13 arrests, 14 police officers injured. Crazy. Crazy.
President Trump would receive the approval of the American people if he called in the National Guard to deal with this.
Oh, absolutely, Jack. I mean, if we just start with Portland, of course, and take a peek over there, you have citizens of Portland who have had to sue the city because they will call the police who are tasked with protecting them. And the police have told them, hey, sorry, there's nothing that we can do regarding the noise ordinances that are broken every single night. People have been getting tormented on the streets of Portland, whether that is with threats, assaults, noise ordinances, people not being able to sleep. It's just been complete chaos on the streets. So absolutely, the law-abiding American citizens who voted for Donald Trump, maybe some of them who even didn't vote for Donald Trump, but have been living in these chaotic cities in which there is no law and order, I guarantee you, and I've spoken to them on the ground, they would absolutely support this measure because they are tired of living in a lawless, third world-like country or environment. This is not how the United States of America should be running. And it's hilarious, Jack, because these Antifa members will be on the ground and they think that they're so 1776 and they're fighting against this fascistic government. No. The law-abiding American people put the Trump administration in office, and we put them there. We gave them a mandate to fix this country because it has gotten so out of control, from the illegal immigration issue to the domestic terrorist issue like Antifa, who has been running these streets since 2020. Americans are exhausted.
Antifa. It's not a gathering. Maybe I'll leave off on this. I wanted to do this for the clips page, but we'll do it now. A woman refuses an entire airplane full of passengers exit because she wants her daughter, who is several seats behind her, to be let up first. It's just a rock.
She's not moving. She won't let us get by, man. What is wrong with you? I would hate to be your daughter and have to go home with you. No wonder she's back. Grab our suitcase, please.
No wonder she's back.
Oh,
you need to be real careful, because I haven't said anything to you. I haven't said anything to you all. Don't say anything to me. They won't let my daughter pass, and I need, and I'm not getting off
Yeah, move to the side and let your daughter come up.
They're trying to come from the back of the plane and get off first.
Why did you come from the back of the plane?
Ask what row she was in. It's going to be one way. It's going to be hard for everyone to
But
move
why
their
they
bags.
why they can't let her pass?
You haven't been on this plane long enough, lady?
This is racist.
Mind your motherfucking business, bitch. Mind your motherfucking business. Mind your motherfucking business.
I'm sorry, but
nobody said nothing to you, and you got the problem solver.
This is my business.
You are not the problem solver. You are not the problem
No,
solver.
but you are the
She
problem.
here.
You're the
She,
problem.
No, you are the problem.
You're the problem. You're right. That's right.
No, she asked me.
Get out of the
And I asked her a question.
security will
And
come
I
in.
asked her a question.
Like we're all trying to get out. We said, excuse me. And then she can come up. You can wait.
Thanks.
Fuck
Let's
y'all.
go.
Damn.
That's the best solution I have.
Woo, nasty lady. Mama's love. Mama, mama, you know I love you. Mama's love. Mama knows best. They're on the rooftop yesterday. Christy, they were visiting. I'm sure everybody saw it.
Hey guys, we are on the roof of the Portland ICE facility with Secretary Kristi Noem. So grateful for her leadership and President Trump's leadership. Of course, we're met
This was the Portland ICE.
like maybe 5 or 10 protesters, but we all know that there's a lot of support for Secretary Noem in Oregon, as we've all have seen and we all have showed. So keep the faith, and we're glad you're here, Secretary Noem.
This guy, he's David Medina, and he apparently knows Benny Johnson. And so when Benny Johnson came in yesterday, landed in the airport, he escorted him to the facility and gave him a ride and all this stuff. So a lot of people are giving him credit, David Medina. David! This is Christy here. Oh, the volume's really low. But here, she was there in the facility, Benny Johnson, talking to all the people there. Latin King leader Juan Espinosa Martinez, 37, also known as Monkey, offered $10,000 to kill Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bovino and $2,000 for his location. And they even have the text chat message here. That's crazy. I had heard about this, but I didn't actually see the message, the text message. Bovino. All right, I guess that's it. I just want to do a little recap. I do have something I want to cover later, a little more simplistic, but I just thought it's kind of interesting. It's kind of taken off a bit. Maybe I'll play this last thing. This was a person that was captured.
You
Let me out.
let you out?
Yeah.
No, not let you out. You're under arrest. You're under arrest. Are you here in the United States illegally?
¿Estás aquí ilegalmente? ¿Tiene papeles para estar aquí?
That's a criminal charge in this country, to be here illegally.
See you, Lise.
¿Sí o no? ¿Tiene papeles?
Is that your brother? Yes? Yes? What's his name?
My brother?
Yes.
¿Cómo se llama? ¿Esteban?
Aristeo.
Yeah.
Aristeo.
waited until we detained you. So now you will be removed from this country and never given the chance to come back.
As I said,
Do you have family here besides your brother?
tengo familia aquí.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll talk to him.
Was that the brother or somebody else?
Yeah, did this guy think saying "let me go" was going to work? I don't know. That was.
He's a brother to the individual that we had targeted because of his criminal convictions on ID theft and being in this country illegally. He is detained because he's in this country illegally as well, and will be removed and never given the chance to come back. And that's our message continuously to people all the time.
Collateral damage. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
400 Texas National Guard are on their way to Chicago right now. I know that Chicago mayor is feeling some type of way. They did the most yesterday trying to smear President Trump. Check out Pam Bondi and how she handled Congress today. She ate them up.
Consulted by the White House before they deployed National Guard troops to cities in the United States?
I am not going to discuss any internal conversations with the White House.
You won't even say whether you talked to the White House about this?
I am not going to discuss any internal conversations with the White House with you, Ranking Member.
I noticed that. What's the secret? Why do you want to keep this secret? The American people don't know the rationale behind the deployment of National Guard troops in my state. The word is, and I think it's been confirmed by the White House, they are going to transfer Texas National Guard units to the state of Illinois. What's the rationale for that?
Yeah, Chairman, as you shut down the government, you voted to shut down the government, and you're sitting here, our law enforcement officers aren't being paid. They're out there working to protect you. I wish you loved Chicago as much as you hate President Trump. And currently, the National Guard are on the way to Chicago. If you're not going to protect your citizens, President Trump will.
All right, man. I'll catch you guys later. I love you. All right, we'll talk later. Please hit subscribe, like if you haven't done so already. We'll see what else pops off today. Okay? Adios. Bye. Bloop, 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 bloop.